Welcome to Kryptic. This is a game by Fox Chaotica. It's located on h.io. I think it's pretty cheap, but it's basically a game about solving puzzles. If you already know this, that's great, but I think you may be looking for solutions or something. I'm not going to give you any solutions in this video, but I will give you some tools that might help you along the way in general. So to get started, we'll talk about some rules to puzzle by. So the very first thing you need to know is KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Alright? This game, every single puzzle in here, I think all of them except for maybe a few, are very easy or very surface level puzzles. Like, you don't have to dig very deep into any of these to get the answer. So if you're having a hard time with one of them, just you can try to like zoom out a little bit, refocus on like something that you may have missed earlier, double check like the surrounding, like if you're looking at a puzzle and it looks like this, check like all the edges and check to make sure you're not missing anything, because it might just be like right there in your face and you don't know about it. The second thing is, don't forget your tools and resources. So we'll go over some more additional resources in a minute. But you should have all of these ciphers handy for you. Make sure you just like go through them, know what they are, and how to use them. So the lens is very useful. They use that in about I want to say about like maybe 5% of the puzzles. Use the puzzle hacker to get hints for your puzzles, but be aware that the more hints you use, the less score you will have at the end of the game. So I have 100% on my game right now. Like, I've solved all the puzzles, but I used 85 clues, which means that I actually did not get the true ending, I think. So I'm going to actually go back and try again and like reset my progress. But we'll do that later. We'll do it a little later, yeah. The next thing I want to go over is some puzzles will be used as a tool to solve future puzzles. So very early on, you will come across number 12, which is a symbol grid, and you will see something, you'll see this later in the game. You'll see this at like the end of the game too, where you use this cipher to solve more puzzles. And so just keep track of, if you see something that looks like this, or something similar where it's like a big grid and it has rows and like stuff on the top and stuff on the side where you can, it's like a lookup table. Make sure you keep a track of those so you can use them for later. The last thing is, don't get lost in red herrings, okay? So early on, I think you get one of these puzzles, and so what I would advise you to do is read everything, see if there's anything that stands out. If you're like looking for something, try and look for like capital letters, lowercase letters, anything that like pops out, any underlines or anything. You don't really have to focus on the dates very much. Those are red herrings, and also the subjects are red herrings for the most part. Additionally, the background is a clue for the, what is this? It's a clue for the compass rose puzzle, so keep that in mind. You also have, yeah, but anyways, what I was saying was, look over this whole thing. If you don't see anything that stands out, look closer on maybe like some of the edges or something, because you might find things that surprise you, like this, down here. Or if you can see this, maybe that's a little better. See this up here? See these dots? What do those mean? You know? So don't go like into a deep rabbit hole, because a lot of this stuff, this is one of the third or fourth puzzles you'll get to, and it is not hard. All right, none of these puzzles should take you longer than I would guess 5 minutes to solve. I mean, they shouldn't even take you that long. Once you know which cipher you need to use, all you do is plug it in and chug. Okay. The last thing I wanted to get to, oh wait, no, that was it. Alright. Additionally, the last thing I wanted to get to were the other resources that you might use outside of the game to help you with this. So one of them is called dcode.fr. So it's literally D and then code.fr. This is a great website that you use to solve cryptic puzzles or something like that. The one that I use the most is the anagram generator, which basically takes a bunch of letters that were scrambled up and unscrambles them for you automatically. The next one you should do is the Caesar cipher solver, which, oh, excuse me, my construction going on in the basement. So next one is Caesar cipher solver, which will take this and show you all of the shifts, all of these. Okay, it'll show all of them to you at the same time, and you can see like which one actually is the correct one. The last one is the alphanumeric cipher, which I haven't used very much because pretty much later in the game, it's pretty easy to just write these down and take track of them. Like, for example, like whenever you see a bunch of numbers that are 26 or less, you pretty much know it's alphanumeric cipher. The next one I had was the reverse dictionary. So there's if you go to Google and type in reverse dictionary, it should bring up something like where you can type in a definition and it will give you the word that it associates with. So for example, I don't know, I won't do an example, but this has solved just a couple of puzzles for me, but at least it's come in handy, you know. There were also, I also wanted to say that you should take notes. So literally, like, I don't think it does not save this text box. The game will not save this, but it will save your progress as you complete puzzles. But it won't save this actual notepad here, okay? So what you should do is you should literally get a paper or a notebook or something and take notes along the way of like the solutions to puzzles, or the answers to puzzles, or like just write some stuff out to see what's actually going on. Draw, do whatever you need to do to help solve your puzzle that you're working on. And I think that is about it. So if you like this video, please leave a like. If you want to subscribe, I will be doing another one of these videos very soon, where I will go through the entirety of Kryptic as fast as I can, and try and use 0 hints. No hint run, okay? Alright, well that's it. Y'all have a great day.